Have you ever felt like you don't quite belong here? Like your soul was made for something more? What if I told you that feeling isn't a flaw but a calling? In a world that prizes conformity, your sense of disconnection might be the very sign that you were never meant to blend in, but to rise. Because this message is not for the masses. It's for the rare few who sense there's a deeper purpose hidden beneath the surface of everyday life. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll discover the 7 unmistakable signs that reveal whether you are among the most powerful chosen ones. So I invite you, no, I challenge you to listen not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Let this message stir something ancient within you. As the saying goes, many are called, but few are chosen. If those words awaken something inside you, if your heart beats just a little faster, or your soul leans in with curiosity, then you're in the right place, because your story is about to make sense in a way it never has before. Let's start with a question that pierces through the surface of ordinary thought. Who truly are the chosen ones? To grasp this, we must step past simple titles or rigid explanations and dive into the heart of what it means to awaken spiritually and embrace a higher purpose that echoes beyond the everyday. The idea of chosen ones isn't rooted in separation or superiority. It's a matter of harmony. It's about resonating with a sacred energy, syncing with the timeless truths of the universe, and stepping into a calling that stretches far beyond fleeting personal wants. Across history and cultures, this concept has shimmered through time, wearing many faces: seers, wise ones, visionaries, bearers of light, restorers of hope, or simply those who perceive what others miss. These are souls who stir from slumber, often forged in the crucible of hardship, to discover they're here for something vast and profound. No distant god on a golden seat picks them. Instead, they're summoned by the living current of existence itself, a divine guidance that flows through all things. The chosen ones are defined by their bravery, their willingness to heed this whisper of destiny, no matter how daunting or uncharted the path ahead may appear. They rise, not for glory, but for a spiritual awakening that beckons them to serve, to illuminate, and to transform. Sign 1. An unshakable inner knowing. You feel guided by a truth that transcends logic. The first sign that you might be among the chosen ones begins with a question. Have you ever sensed a quiet certainty deep inside, a truth so solid it stands tall against life's storms? This isn't about fleeting guesses or wishful thinking. It's an unshakable inner knowing, a spiritual gift that sets you apart. It's like an invisible thread woven into your being, pulling you forward even when the path ahead seems unclear, or the world challenges your every move. Far beyond the reach of your everyday thoughts, this inner strength springs from a sacred source, your soul's ancient wisdom. Perhaps you've felt it since childhood, a subtle awareness that you weren't quite like everyone else, as if your eyes caught glimpses of a hidden world others missed. This divine guidance often takes the shape of intuition, a soft, steady voice within that speaks of what's real, what matters, and where you're meant to go. It might not boom like thunder or demand attention. Instead, it's a persistent hum, a quiet pull you feel in your chest, guiding you toward choices and paths that resonate on a level you can't fully explain. For those destined to awaken, this spiritual awakening feels like being in tune with the universe itself, a connection to a truth that rises above life's noise and distractions. In moments when everything else feels shaky, when plans falter or questions pile up, you still find a flicker of trust in this inner light. It's a knowing that assures you, you're not lost, you're exactly where you need to be. This alignment brings a calm that steadies you, a clarity that cuts through confusion, and a purpose that fuels your journey, even when the road twists unexpectedly. This higher purpose woven into your intuition is a double-edged sword. It's a blessing that offers direction, lighting up your next steps like stars in a vast sky. Yet it can also feel heavy. How do you share this certainty with others when it defies their need for proof or reason? When you say, "I just feel it," and they stare back, puzzled, it's easy to question yourself. You might wonder if this sense is real or if you're standing alone. But here's the key. This inner knowing isn't meant for everyone to grasp. It's yours, a personal compass for your personal transformation. The truth is, this gift is your power. It's the divine voice linking you to a universal flow, a wisdom that doesn't bend to doubt or debate. When you lean into it, when you choose to trust it over the noise, you'll notice it sharpen. It grows into a force that draws opportunities your way, connects you with souls who lift you up, and unveils experiences that fit perfectly into your life's bigger plan. Think back to a time when this knowing led you right, a decision you couldn't justify, but turned out to be spot on. That's no accident. It's your soul calling out, affirming your place among the chosen ones. Embrace this unshakable inner knowing. Let it be your guide, your quiet strength, as you step into the journey ahead. It's the foundation of who you are, a sign that you're wired for something greater. And as we explore the next sign, your draw to solitude and reflection, you'll see how this inner truth thrives in stillness, shaping your higher purpose with every quiet moment you claim. Sign 2. Drawn to solitude. You find clarity and strength in moments of reflection. The second sign of being among the chosen ones reveals itself not in the chaos of the crowd, but in the stillness you seek when the world grows loud. While the first sign spoke of an unshakable inner knowing guiding your path like an invisible compass, this next marker shines through your deep longing for quiet moments, times when you step away from the whirlwind of life to simply breathe and be. Do you ever find yourself craving a pause? Perhaps gazing at the horizon as the sun dips low, or sitting alone with your thoughts as the day fades into dusk. This pull toward solitude isn't a retreat from responsibility or a mark of weakness. It's a sacred signal of your spiritual awakening, a testament that your soul thrives in the calm, where your true power begins to take shape. Unlike the intuitive certainty that defines the first sign, this need for solitude is about creating space to listen, to yourself, to the universe, to the whispers of divine guidance that surface when distractions fall away. The chosen ones don't turn inward because they shun others. They do so because they recognize reflection as a wellspring of clarity and renewal. Picture yourself walking through a forest, the crunch of leaves underfoot, or sitting by a window as rain taps gently against the glass. In these moments, free from society's demands, endless schedules, buzzing phones, and fleeting conversations, you reconnect with your inner strength. It's as if the silence itself becomes a teacher, revealing insights about your higher purpose that the noise of the world drowns out. This draw to solitude is far from loneliness. It's a bridge to something greater. When you settle into stillness, you might feel a subtle shift, a warmth in your chest, a sense of peace, or even the faint presence of the divine wrapping around you like a comforting embrace. These aren't random sensations. They're glimpses of your connection to the universe, moments when your purpose sharpens into focus. Solitude becomes your refuge, a sacred haven where you recharge your spirit and realign with the mission you're destined to fulfill. It's in this quiet that your personal transformation unfolds, building the resilience you'll need to carry your light forward. Look back through time, and you'll see this pattern in the lives of those who shaped the world's spiritual tapestry. Prophets trekked across deserts, their solitude a canvas for divine revelation. Sages sought caves high in the mountains, their stillness birthing wisdom that echoes through centuries. Poets wandered meadows and shores, their pens dancing with the truths they found in nature's hush. For them, solitude wasn't an escape. It was a gateway to their higher purpose, a space to step into their truest selves. You share this legacy. Your need for quiet isn't a quirk. It's a calling from your soul, urging you to embrace reflection as a cornerstone of your awakening. Yet this journey isn't always simple. Others might misread your retreat, seeing it as distance or disinterest. "Why don't you join us?" they ask, puzzled by your absence. Even you might wonder, am I too different because I crave this stillness? Hear this. There's nothing to fix. This longing is your strength, a vital part of your spiritual awakening as a chosen one. It sets you apart not to isolate you, but to prepare you. When you honor this need, you unlock a treasure trove of self-discovery, clarity about your next steps, wisdom to face life's trials, and the inner strength to shine brightly. So, don't shy away from the quiet. Step into it boldly. The solitude you seek isn't a void, it's a well of fullness, where your light grows strongest, readying you to share it with a world that awaits your glow. Sign 3. Overcoming intense challenges. Your trials are divine training for your purpose. The third sign that marks you as a chosen one emerges not in moments of quiet reflection, but in the heat of life's fiercest battles. While your pull towards solitude, as we explored before, offers clarity and strength, it's the storms you weather that truly define your path. These aren't simple hurdles. They're towering trials that push you to the edge, carving lessons into your soul with every scar they leave behind. Far from being random misfortunes, these intense challenges are the sacred fires where your spirit is forged, sharpening you for the divine mission you were born to embrace. If you've ever faced a betrayal that shattered your trust, a loss that stole your breath, or a struggle so relentless it made you question everything, you might have wondered why your road feels steeper than most. Here's the truth. The universe isn't testing you to see if you'll break. It's molding you into someone unbreakable. These hardships carry a deeper purpose, acting as the chisel that shapes the raw material of your being into something extraordinary. Chosen ones like you are entrusted with these monumental challenges because you hold a unique power, a resilience that turns adversity into growth. Reflect on your life. Perhaps you encountered difficulties early on, like navigating a chaotic childhood or shouldering burdens others couldn't grasp. Maybe you've stood alone against rejection or fought through despair when hope seems lost. Yet through it all, you rose. Each time life struck you down, a spark within reignited, lifting you back to your feet, stronger, wiser, and more resolute. This isn't luck or mere willpower. It's your divine essence, an inner strength that refuses to dim, guiding you towards spiritual awakening. Picture the process of creation in nature. A diamond emerges only after enduring unimaginable pressure beneath the Earth's surface. A blade becomes lethal only when tempered in blazing heat and pounded into form. In the same way, your challenges, be it emotional turmoil, career setbacks, or personal doubts, are not meant to crush you. They're here to refine you, stripping away insecurity and illusion to uncover your true self, a being of unshakable fortitude and radiant divine light. Every tear shed, every fear faced, becomes a lesson in courage or compassion, pushing you closer to personal transformation. What sets you apart as a chosen one isn't just your ability to withstand these trials, it's your gift for transcending them. You don't simply endure pain, you reshape it. A broken heart becomes a wellspring of empathy, helping you lift others from their own darkness. A crushing defeat turns into a roadmap for wisdom, lighting the way forward. By transforming your wounds into purpose, you become a living example for those still struggling. A beacon proving that even the deepest trials can birth something beautiful. So, when the weight of life presses down and the obstacles feel endless, Take heart. You weren't chosen for a soft journey because the universe knows you don't need one. You were chosen because you have the inner strength to overcome anything. Each victory over adversity is a testament to your power, a step closer to fulfilling your divine mission. Keep rising, chosen one. Your journey of spiritual growth is a light the world desperately needs. Sign 4. A magnetic presence, your spiritual energy, naturally inspires and uplifts others. The fourth sign that marks you as one of the chosen ones emerges not from the trials you've endured, but from the way your very being ripples through the lives of others. After rising through challenges that forged your inner strength, you now radiate a power that's impossible to ignore, a spiritual energy that captivates and transforms. This isn't about how you look, what you've achieved, or the clever things you say. It's about an essence, a magnetic presence that flows from deep within, pulling people toward you like a lighthouse beckoning ships through a stormy night. Unlike fleeting charm or polished charisma, this energy stems from a sacred source, an inner light tied to the divine, one that others feel without you even trying. Picture yourself stepping into a space, maybe a bustling cafe or a quiet gathering. The air seems to shift, soften, or spark with possibility. Friends might notice they feel steadier in your company, as if your calm washes over their worries. Colleagues could find themselves motivated to tackle a problem they'd given up on, inspired by an unspoken encouragement you carry. Even strangers might pause, drawn to your steady gaze or gentle demeanor, sensing a peace they can't quite explain. This happens because your energy vibrates at a unique frequency, one infused with divine presence, resonating beyond the surface and stirring something profound in those around you. You've likely seen this unfold in subtle, unexpected ways. Perhaps during a casual chat, someone shares a burden they've held in silence for years, trusting you instinctively. Or maybe a child at a family event clings to you, drawn to a warmth they can't name. Even those who question spirituality might linger in your orbit, intrigued by a quality they can't pin down. It's because your energy carries a rare gift, a blend of truth, compassion, and spiritual awakening that speaks to people's souls, offering comfort or a nudge toward their own higher purpose, even if they don't fully grasp it. But this gift isn't without its weight. Your spiritual energy can lift others, sparking hope or clarity in their darkest moments, like a friend finding courage to chase a dream after a simple conversation with you. Yet it can also unsettle those unprepared to face their own reflections. Think of your presence as a lantern in the dark. It guides some toward safety, but its brightness might startle others who've grown used to shadows. You may have noticed this push and pull, people who seek you out for guidance, contrasted with those who step back, unsure how to handle the mirror your light holds up. This isn't a flaw in you. It's a sign of where they stand on their path to personal transformation. Here's where your journey deepens, chosen one. Recognizing this magnetic presence connects the strength you've gained from past trials to the role you're meant to play now. It's not about basking in attention or proving your worth. It's about channeling this energy with purpose. Imagine using it deliberately. A kind word to lift a co-worker's spirits, a listening ear to ease a stranger's pain, or a quiet confidence that inspires a room without you saying much at all. When you embrace this power consciously, you step into a force for personal transformation, not just for yourself, but for everyone your light touches. So reflect on this. Have you felt others drawn to you in ways that defy logic, seeking your wisdom or simply your presence? That's no accident. It's your sacred gift unfolding. Your spiritual energy isn't just magnetic. It's a divine tool given to you to heal, uplift, and awaken. Nurture it with intention, wield it with care, and watch it amplify your higher purpose. You've risen through challenges to reach this point, Now, let your light shine outward, fulfilling the divine mission you were born to carry. The world feels your presence, chosen one, and it's ready for the transformation only you can bring. Sign 5. Connection to the divine and nature. You sense the sacred in all things. The fifth sign of being a chosen one flows naturally from the magnetic energy you radiate, a presence that inspires and uplifts others without effort. But this influence doesn't come from thin air. It's rooted in something deeper, something sacred. Have you ever found yourself pausing in awe as the golden hues of a sunset paint the sky? Or felt your breath steady while standing amidst towering pines? Perhaps the gentle lapping of a lake's waves against the shore has stirred a quiet stillness within you, as if time itself slowed down. This isn't just a fleeting appreciation of beauty. It's a profound nature connection that reveals your spiritual awakening, linking you to the divine in ways that words struggle to define. For chosen ones, nature isn't a mere escape or a backdrop to life's chaos. It's a living sanctuary, pulsating with divine energy. When you step into it, your senses awaken to more than just sights and sounds. The rustling leaves seem to murmur ancient truths. The cool soil underfoot anchors you to a timeless strength, and the vastness of the night sky feels like a canvas of cosmic guidance. These experiences aren't random. They're invitations to feel the interconnected web of existence, where every element, wind, water, stone, carries a sacred essence that resonates with your soul. It's as if nature becomes a mirror, reflecting your higher purpose and reminding you of your place in the grand design. This sacred bond extends inward, forging an intimate connection with the divine that transcends traditional paths. You don't need a temple or a set of rules to feel it. Sometimes it's as simple as closing your eyes during a rainstorm and sensing a presence larger than yourself. Whether through prayer under a canopy of trees, a meditative breath beside a stream, or a quiet moment watching clouds drift by, you tap into divine guidance that speaks directly to your heart. It might come as a sudden realization about a choice you're facing, or a wave of comfort during a dark night of doubt. This is the divine meeting you where you are, offering wisdom and solace without judgment. That spiritual connection sharpens your intuition, opening your eyes to signs others might miss. You might notice a hawk circling above just as you wrestle with a big decision, or feel a shiver of recognition when a stranger's words echo your thoughts. These synchronicities are the universe's way of whispering, you're on the right path. Even when life throws curveballs, moments of grief, confusion, or exhaustion, you carry an unshakable trust that unseen forces are weaving your struggles into something meaningful. It's this faith in the cosmic plan that fuels your resilience, aligning you with your inner strength and purpose. Your time in nature and communion with the divine don't just restore you, they transform you into a conduit of inner peace and healing. After a morning walk through dew-kissed fields or an evening beneath a starlit sky, people might sense a shift in you, a calm that soothes their restlessness, a groundedness that steadies their chaos. This isn't coincidence. It's the higher vibration you channel when you reconnect with the earth and the heavens. Imagine the energy you absorb as you sit by a roaring waterfall, letting its power cleanse your spirit, or the clarity you gain watching the horizon stretch endlessly before you. These moments recharge your soul, amplifying your ability to shine as a light for others. So, embrace this sacred nature connection and divine wisdom. It's a gift that anchors you to your spiritual purpose. Every rustle of leaves, every glint of sunlight through branches, every whisper of the wind is a reminder of who you are. A being of light and love, intricately tied to the universe's vast tapestry. Let this bond guide your steps, renew your spirit, and inspire you to share your radiant energy with the world. The earth and the divine are your allies. Listen to their call and let them lead you home. Sign 6. Guided by a higher mission. Your life feels deeply purposeful and aligned. The sixth sign of being a chosen one builds upon that sacred connection you feel with the divine and nature, weaving it into something even more powerful, a guiding force that shapes your very existence. While your bond with the universe fills you with light and wisdom, there's another layer to your journey. A persistent, unshakable sense that you're here for a reason far greater than the everyday. This isn't about chasing worldly goals like status or riches, those fleeting pursuits that fade in the grand scheme of things. Instead, it's a higher purpose, a quiet yet profound calling that pulls you toward a mission uniquely yours, one that resonates deep within your soul. This inner drive doesn't arrive with a loud declaration or a clear roadmap. It begins as a gentle stirring, a subtle spark that flickers in moments of stillness. Perhaps when you're gazing at the stars or reflecting on life's deeper questions. Over time, that spark grows into a steady flame, illuminating a truth you can't ignore. Your life is meant for more. You might feel it as an unease when you're trapped in a routine that feels empty, or a growing disconnect from pursuits that once held your interest but now seem trivial. These shifts aren't setbacks. They're signs of spiritual awakening, your soul's way of steering you toward a path that aligns with your true essence. Your mission might not reveal itself all at once, and that's okay. It unfolds gradually, like a flower opening to the sun, through the lessons of your experiences, the wisdom gained from challenges, and the flashes of inspiration that strike when you least expect them. Even if you can't yet name it, you sense its presence, a magnetic pull to uplift others, mend what's broken, ignite change, or spread hope in a world that desperately needs it. This isn't a duty forced upon you by outside expectations. It's a gift born from your divine guidance, rooted in the unique strengths and passions that define you. Imagine it as a compass within, quietly pointing you toward your destiny, even when the way forward feels unclear. Living this purpose requires boldness. It means stepping beyond the familiar, embracing uncertainty, and trusting your inner strength when the path twists or the doubts creep in. You might need to let go of what's comfortable, a job that pays the bills but stifles your spirit, or relationships that no longer nurture your growth. Yet, here's the magic. When you take that leap of faith, the universe responds. Opportunities emerge like stepping stones. People who share your vision appear, and resources align as if orchestrated by an unseen hand. This isn't coincidence. It's the cosmos supporting your personal transformation, affirming that you're exactly where you need to be. What makes this mission so extraordinary is how it sets you apart. While others might drift through life, content with the surface, working, consuming, repeating, you yearn for depth and meaning. You're not here to merely pass the time. You're here to leave an imprint, to weave a legacy of light that inspires long after you've moved on. This can feel lonely at times. Others might not grasp why you're so driven, why you can't just settle down. But that's because this calling is yours alone, a sacred thread in the tapestry of your being. Embrace it fully. Trust that it's not random. It's divinely crafted. The world craves the unique gift only you can offer, and this mission is your key to unlocking your fullest potential. Follow it with courage, guided by divine guidance, and you'll discover a fulfillment that transforms not just your life, but the lives of those you touch. You're not just living, you're creating a legacy of purpose. Sign 7. Seeing the bigger picture, you recognize the interconnectedness of all things. The sixth sign reveals how your life pulses with a higher purpose, a mission that sets you apart and drives you toward meaningful impact. Now, the seventh sign unveils a deeper layer of your calling as a chosen one. You possess an extraordinary ability to see beyond the fleeting distractions of daily life. While others chase after temporary gains, money, prestige, or instant gratification, You gaze into a vast, sacred reality, the interconnectedness of all things. To you, existence isn't a collection of scattered moments. It's a divine tapestry, intricately crafted, where every experience, no matter how small, contributes to a greater, unfolding story. This vision isn't just a passing thought, it's a powerful perspective that shapes how you move through the world. This spiritual awakening blooms as an intuitive clarity that cuts through life's noise. Imagine facing a whirlwind of uncertainty, a missed opportunity or a sudden change, and while others panic or despair, you pause, you reflect, you sense how these twists weave into a broader plan. Perhaps you've looked back on a tough season, like a time of solitude or a personal loss, and realized it gifted you patience or empathy you didn't know you needed. This knack for piecing together life's puzzle isn't a skill you learned. It's a spiritual instinct, born from your alignment with universal truths. It's your soul whispering that there's order beneath the chaos, even when the surface seems stormy. You've probably caught glimpses of the universe's language, subtle nudges that affirm your path. Maybe it's a recurring symbol, like feathers appearing when you need hope, or a dream so vivid it feels like a message. These synchronicities, events too aligned to be chance, are the cosmos winking at you, reminding you of a divine plan that stretches beyond what eyes can see. You don't demand instant explanations. Your inner strength trusts that meaning unfolds in its own time, like stars emerging in the twilight sky. This gift positions you as a quiet guide for those around you. When someone's tangled in frustration, over a stalled project or a fractured relationship, you step in with calm insight. You might say, "This delay could be clearing space for something bigger," or "What if this pain is building your courage?" Your words don't just soothe, they reframe struggles as stepping stones, helping others glimpse the personal transformation waiting within their trials. You don't force them to see it. Your presence alone plants seeds of possibility. Yet this vision can feel like a double-edged sword. You might find yourself drifting apart from those glued to shallow worries, endless scrolling or petty arguments, struggling to share the vastness you perceive. It's like trying to paint a galaxy for someone staring at a pebble. The gap can leave you lonely. But don't mistake this for a flaw. It's proof of your unique place among chosen ones. Your ability to see the bigger picture is a sacred duty, not just a perk. It steers you through life with clarity and purpose, and it empowers you to awaken others to the hidden beauty of their journeys. So lean into this extraordinary sight. You're here to show the world that beyond the mundane lies meaning, magic, and divinity, a truth that ties your mission to the greater whole. Trust this vision as your guide, letting it illuminate your path and inspire those who cross it. Your higher purpose doesn't end with feeling the call. It shines brightest when you help others see the tapestry too. Your ability to see the bigger picture as a chosen one, to recognize the interconnectedness of all things, is a sacred gift that guides you toward your higher purpose. But living this calling isn't just about vision. It's about grounding that insight in a world that often pulls you in a dozen directions. Being a chosen one is a profound journey, one brimming with meaning, relentless challenges, and deep personal transformation. Yet navigating this path amid life's chaos demands more than spiritual awareness. It requires intention, discipline, and balance. You might feel your mission tugging at your soul, urging you to act. But how do you embody it without losing your footing? Here's a clear, practical roadmap to embrace your role, protect your inner strength, and let your light shine fully. Because the world is waiting for your spiritual awakening to ripple outward. Your mind is a sacred vessel, constantly swirling with insights, ideas, and whispers of divine guidance from the universe's vast tapestry. Without pause, that brilliance can overwhelm you, clouding the clarity your vision provides. Meditation becomes your lifeline, a simple yet powerful way to still the storm and reconnect with your higher self. No need to feel daunted if it's unfamiliar. Begin with just 5 minutes daily. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and let your breath lead. Inhale calm, exhale clutter. Picture a golden light wrapping around you, or focus on your heart's steady beat. This practice doesn't just soothe. It deepens your connection to the divine, restores your energy, and sharpens your focus. Soon you'll find it steadies you, helping you meet life's twists with the same calm assurance you bring to seeing the greater plan. Your energy glows with a quiet power, drawing others to you like moths to a flame, seeking your wisdom or comfort. It's a beautiful privilege to lift them up, but without care it can drain you dry. Imagine your energy as a well, finite unless you guard it. Learn to say no with grace, perhaps with a gentle, "I'd love to help, but I need a moment for myself." Watch for moments when a chat, a task, or a person saps your vitality, and step back without guilt. This isn't about closing off, it's about self-preservation. By shielding your inner strength, you ensure you can stand tall for your higher purpose and offer your light to those who truly need it, just as you guide them to see beyond their struggles. The pull to live out your spiritual awakening can blaze fiercely, pushing you to leap before the path is clear. But when delays strike, a missed chance or a dream deferred, frustration might bubble up. Here's the anchor. The universe moves to divine timing, weaving every step into its grand design. Rather than wrestling with what stalled, turn to the now. Ask, what can I do today to align with my purpose? Maybe it's picking up a skill, sharing a kind gesture, or simply resting to recharge. These small moves aren't trivial. They're threads in your tapestry, building toward your destiny. Trust this rhythm. It's the same divine guidance that lets you see the bigger picture unfolding. Solitude is your haven, a sacred retreat where the universe's whispers grow clear and your vision sharpens. Yet, don't let it wall you off. You're not meant to walk alone. Seek a supportive community, even if it's just a few kindred spirits. Join a spiritual circle, connect with mentors online, or confide in friends who see the world as you do. These ties remind you that other chosen ones are out there, threading their own paths through trials and triumphs. They'll bolster you when shadows of doubt creep in, offering the spark every visionary needs to keep illuminating the greater plan for others. Your journey isn't paved with ease, and that's intentional. Every stumble, be it a heartbreak, a failure, or a betrayal, is a piece of your spiritual training, shaping you into who you're meant to become. When these waves crash, don't push back, lean in. Whisper to yourself, what's this teaching me? A rejection might forge patience, a loss might unveil resilience. Jot these reflections down if it helps, and watch them bloom into wisdom. This isn't just for you, it's a gift to others. By turning pain into growth, you show them how to rise, mirroring the way you help them see their struggles as part of a larger, transformative story. Purpose isn't a far-off star, it's a living force you breathe into every day. To fully step into your role as a chosen one, lace your higher purpose into what you do. Start small, post a word of hope online, give an hour to a cause, or craft something that stirs souls. These acts don't need to shout, they ripple quietly, amplifying your reach. You'll soon see how even a quick smile to a stranger weaves into your mission, turning the everyday into a canvas for the extraordinary. Just as your vision reveals the magic beneath the mundane, your soul may dance with divine guidance, but your body is the anchor rooting you here. Honor it, feed it well. Vibrant fruits, wholesome grains. Move it with purpose through a walk or a stretch, and rest when it calls. Nature is your partner. Step outside, press your feet to the earth, and breathe deep. These moments tether your spirit to your frame, keeping them in harmony. A cared-for body fuels your inner strength, ensuring you're sharp and steady to carry your vision forward, illuminating the tapestry for all to see. Doubt might murmur that you're not enough, especially when your path feels solitary. Quiet it with this: you were chosen for a reason. Your intuition, your gifts, your calling, they're strands of divine guidance stitched into your core. When storms rise, turn to that inner voice. It's your truest guide. Trust that the universe walks with you, lending wisdom and grit to weather any gale. You're never alone. You're a chosen one, forged to rise, your vision a beacon linking your purpose to the world's awakening. Your journey is a sacred dance of gift and duty. By threading these practices into your days, you don't just reshape yourself. You light a path for others. The world hungers for your spiritual awakening, your courage, your unique sight. Step boldly into this truth, knowing you're guided, shielded, and poised to fulfill your higher purpose. Shine. Chosen one, your light is the spark humanity craves, a reflection of the greater plan you've always seen. We've journeyed together to this final moment, and if you're still here with me, it's no coincidence. Something deep within you echoes with the truth of being a chosen one. The universe didn't lead you here by chance. It's a deliberate call to awaken, to remember who you are, and to rise into the powerful being you were destined to become. We've uncovered the 7 sacred signs that mark your place among the most extraordinary chosen ones. Your unshakable inner knowing, your pull towards solitude, your strength to conquer challenges, your magnetic energy, your bond with the divine and nature, your unyielding sense of mission, and your gift of seeing the greater tapestry of life. These aren't random traits. They're divine threads woven into your soul, guiding you toward your higher purpose. Pause for a moment and look within. Do these signs flicker in your own story? Have they shaped the path you've walked? If they stir something in you, it's time to claim them fully. No more hesitating over your gifts or questioning your worth. You're here for a reason, and the world hungers for your light, now more than ever. Stepping into your power as a chosen one isn't about chasing flawlessness. It's about embracing your raw, real self and letting divine guidance flow through you. Your gifts aren't just for you. They're tools to lift others, to spark hope, to inspire change. You don't need to reshape the world in a single leap. Sometimes a quiet word, a brave choice, or a simple act of love sends ripples farther than you can imagine. Begin today. Trust that inner voice to steer your steps. Carve out moments of stillness to realign with your soul. See challenges as fuel for growth. Let your presence heal those around you, and root yourself in the sacred embrace of nature. Being chosen isn't a crown of privilege. It's a mantle of responsibility. You're called to see beyond the shadows, to lead with heart, and to weave a legacy of light in a world that often feels dim. This road may twist and turn, but it's rich with meaning, and you're not alone. Others like you are out there, walking their own paths, lighting their own corners, all part of a vast spiritual awakening toward love and higher consciousness. I'm grateful to you. Thank you for joining me, for opening your heart, and for letting me walk beside you on this sacred stretch of your journey. My wish for you is this: may you shine brighter with every step. May your courage grow unshakable, and may peace settle deep in your soul as you embrace your calling. Here's the truth to carry forward. You stand exactly where the universe intends, sculpted by every trial, every doubt, every triumph into someone ready to fulfill a higher purpose. You were chosen because you hold the strength, the wisdom, and the vision to change what's possible. Trust yourself, trust the path, and trust that unseen forces lift you up. The world craves your unique light, your insight, your bravery, your essence. So take this moment. Reflect on how you'll weave your spiritual awakening into tomorrow, maybe through a kind deed, a bold dream, or simply being true to you. Connect with those who see your fire, and let your purpose bloom in its own time. Step into it now, chosen one. You're ready. Keep shining, and let's meet again as you light the way.